ready for sprinkles and stickers. This week is ice cream week in my Happy Planner Big. And I'll be using the ice cream date kit, isn't it adorable, from Hubman Chubgirl. It's sweet and it's pastel and it is the absolute perfect way to savor the last weeks of summer. And this isn't just a spread, no. I'm gonna be showing you how to use your stickers for a fun ice cream party. Won't that be neat? From decorating cups and napkins to making your guests smile. Planning joy is meant to be shared, so let's do that, not hoard them. Now, this is part of my fruitful finish to my summer series. So if you've missed, say, the Peachy Monthly or the Summer Market Spreads, you go back and check those out too. All right, let's get to planning. Let's get through the stickers we're gonna use today. All right, this is the ice cream date planner kit. Isn't it adorable? Look at all these little pandas and the cute ice creams. Oh my goodness. These are almost too cute to use, y'all. I just don't know. I just love the pastel colors and all just the sweet details that they have with the little one opening. Trying to eat the ice creams. Cracks me up. All right, so let's get through this rather quickly. Sorry. These are the dates. And then they have these great two little, oh my goodness, two little things. Aren't they cute? Two little decals. I don't know if we use all of these, but let's just kind of run through this real quick. And then they've got these sweet details in these, in the pastel colors, the cute pandas with all the different things going on with the ice cream in front of her face. Look at that. Okay, and then, now if you want to see everything that's in the Ultimate subscription box, I just put that video up on Friday, so you can go through that and really get details. I'm just sort of quickly running through these because they're just cute. And I just want to show you what we're doing quickly. Aren't that cute? Those are so cute. Okay, we may not use all of these, but just to give you an idea what's in the pack. Here you go. Cute, huh? Look. How cute are these? And then those sparklies. Okay, all right. So that is what we're using today. Here we are in our August month. We're going to be planning this the 18th through the 24th today. So let me get to that week and we can get started. All right, here are the washies that we're using today. Isn't this the cutest? And this has got the little ice cream. I love the colors. They're so pretty. Okay, so we're going to use this one and I'm just going to put it across the top. This spread, I love it because, you know, before we get to the hectic times of fall, which is coming, this is very lighthearted and kind of whimsical. It just makes you savor the last bits of summer, right? So before we get serious and into the hard routines of fall. I know we've got a lot of people starting school, and so this is gonna be fun. So let's learn to savor the last little bits before we have to move on. I know they've already got the Halloween decorations and in all fairness, I have bought some already. I'll be honest, I have. All right, so today I am just going to tell you something happened with the ice cream trucks, and I have created this whole story so we can do this layout. You know, we had a crazy ice cream truck driver, and he's just been driving crazy all week long, okay? And so we are going to draw his path of his craziness. So he went here, and then here. Look at how crazy, what a crazy driver he is. Now, as he's doing this, he's dropping all of his ice creams. So we're gonna do this part in just a minute. I just want to get that drawn before we put down the days. So let's get the days done first, and then we can place them. Okay, so what colors? I've already got the teal up here, although that's adorable. Should we go with the brown? That might be fun. That'll be a fun contrast. All right, let's do the brown. Or we could do the Neapolitan looking ones. Let's do the brown. I'm still saying brown. What do you think? I hope I'm right on that. So, you know, this week I got a package that I'm hoping I'll be able to use. It is not stickers, no. I was on, well, actually at Easter, I had bought myself a nail dip set, but I kind of got intimidated, so I didn't ever use it. I've got the gel stuff, but it just takes so long to dry. So then I was on somewhere and I saw this Stala stuff. So I'm gonna try that. I have no idea if it's gonna work, but it looked a lot easier than the dip stuff. So hopefully maybe one of these days in these videos, I'll have these really cool looking nails. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see about that. All right, let's get Thursday down. Isn't that pretty? I like how, so I like this umbra where it kind of goes from dark and it's gonna get lighter and lighter as we get to Sunday. It's gonna be pretty. We've had a pretty good week. I mean, it has been a little hectic. What weeks aren't hectic in your life, right? Tell me that. We have talked about savoring the summer at my house, and sometime this week we're gonna get over to the pool and sit beside it one night after work, just to savor and enjoy a little bit of the last summer that's here. And of course we can go on the weekends too, but we just thought that just makes a nice peaceful end to your evening when you get to sit out by the pool. And you know, maybe I'll get some subs and, you know, sub sandwiches and some drinks or just some charcuterie, and we'll sit out there and have a good time. All right, now, isn't that pretty? It's just really pretty. Let's get this ice cream truck going. Okay, so how we're gonna do this, I'm just gonna move that. Isn't that cute? That was our Fresh Market. You can see this video. That's the one I talked about earlier. But anyway, here it is. Okay, this is my Rifle pen, Rifle Company pen. I love her stuff. All right, so I'm just gonna follow this, and here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna make little dashes. I'm gonna follow my pencil lines from earlier. And I will probably speed this up so that you don't have to watch me do this in real time. I hope this microphone's working. I do have on my new mic today, so I hope it's better. Also, you know what I did with this? So we have lost this mic a few times since we've gotten it, and mainly because the case is dark, it's black, and so if you put it down somewhere, you cannot see it. So what I have done is I have taken some of the die cut stickers that I have from Hubman Chubgirl, and I have put on the case, and it turned out real cute. Look, here it is. So now, if it's this way, we'll be able to see it, or if it's sitting somewhere like this, we'll be able to see it. We have done this with a couple of things. I also have a drive, a jump drive that I have, and I have done it on that too, because it just makes it, well, first of all, it's cute, but secondly, you can see it when it's in the dark, right? And it makes it a lot easier. I've done that too with our Roku remote. I don't know if you have Roku, and I'm sure other remotes do this too, but Matt loved it because I got it and it's backlit. The buttons are backlit. So if it's sitting there and you're trying to find it, you can see it on our gray couch. So that, I've been trying to pay attention to that lately. And today I went out and I cleaned the gutters. Or I cleaned a section of some gutters, but I did not get it all. But my goodness, I'm hoping that helps because it has been non-stop raining here. We actually even had a flash flood warning. It's like, that's kind of crazy. But after those Texas floods, I am on alert, I'll tell you that. Okay, so here we go. All right, isn't this cute? Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some of the ice creams and put along here. Okay, and you might be able to see my pencil. Don't worry, that's gonna go away at the end. So let's do that. We're just gonna plop some ice creams in that have fallen out of the back of the truck. Isn't this cute, y'all? I thought this was such a clever idea. I know, I'm just patting myself on the back. I get it, but anyway. Okay, so let's do a couple of these. You don't have to do a lot, but I think it would be cute to just add some of these along the whole thing. Isn't that cute? Originally, I thought maybe we will make a whole thing coming all the way down, but I think that will use up too much stickers. And as we all know, we do not like to use up too many stickers, do we? Do you have that problem? If you do, let me know in the comments. Do you kind of hoard your stickers? I know I try to keep myself from doing that because honestly, that is just not great. You need to share your stickers and your joy. Don't hide it under a bushel, as they say. So anyway, I don't want to use too many of these because, but anyway, I just thought, my goodness, he has dropped some ice creams here and there and everywhere, right? So isn't that cute? What a clever little idea this was. I'm just, again, patting myself on the back, y'all. You're gonna have to keep me humble, I guess. I don't know. I really do enjoy this. Thank you guys for spending time with me today. I mean, I know that you have so many other choices out there these days. There's tons of choices that you could be making other than spending time with me, and I really do appreciate it. I'm grateful that I have people who actually watch me do this, because I really do enjoy doing it. And so it kind of makes for a fun thing to do. Keeps me busy, right? We've heard from our daughter a couple times since she's moved. She's doing well, although she did have a bit of a toe incident, but that's okay. Her car got towed. She was so mad as a hatter about it. But anyway, it worked out. We got it all worked out. Okay, isn't that cute? Oh my goodness. All right, so we've got this going down here and down here, okay? Now we're gonna pop in some stickers, and let's do this. I've got, let's see, let me just look at my days real quick. Okay, so let's do this one. Tuesday, we've had, you know, this has been just a normal week. Work, I did get to see a couple of friends, and I'll tell you all about that in a minute when we put them in here. Let's do one here, and then let's do one over here. We've got to put our weekend sticker in too, so let's do a little bit of this first. Let's get this stuff down too. This washi is so cute, and it is such a nice quality. I actually haven't found a bad quality washi since I've ordered from the different companies. Like, I think Every Moment a Story has it. Now, I have not gotten to be able to use, I think it's Coffee Monster Co. has it, and I like their stickers, but I just haven't had a chance to get in on the washis yet. So maybe one day I can do that, and then I can talk to you about them. But anyway, I have been working on my gift mallard stuff, been putting stuff up on that. So it's looking pretty good. We are still working out some of the kinks. So bear with us, but we're getting there. I do have free shipping on a lot of the stuff now. I'm going to change to free shipping. I think that's just a better way to go for everybody. It seems to work better. Okay, so let's do the weekend, but I think, I don't know, I don't want to interrupt this by putting washi tape in, but you know, this might be fun if we did a little down here. These are so adorable. Okay, so these Hubman Chubgirl sticker sets, they're awesome because you can get a lot of layouts done with them, and you don't, you know, there's so many stickers that they send you in the subscription pack. I was watching somebody's, who was it? And they sent like 2 journals and all this stuff, and I'm thinking, gosh, what you really want is not necessarily 2 journals in every subscription pack, but how about just some great stickers that you could use and some ideas or something. And Hubman and Chubgirl are really good about these cute stickers and getting things, or giving you the things in the right, you know, right quantities and stuff. Okay, so here you go. Isn't this cute? This is turning out adorable. All right, now let's do one more little pop. Let's get a brown, because we don't have brown yet. Let's do a brown up here, and I will just put it right here, and then we're gonna see what happens. Isn't this cute? Okay, now, oh my goodness, I don't know what we're gonna do here, guys. How can we make this any cuter? Let's do Friday and Saturday here. Let's do Friday. Yeah, Friday was busy. I got that video done. I got the sticker haul done for this. So if you haven't seen that, like I said, it's in the, I put it out on Friday. I got it edited and done and everything. It was kind of a big day. We also had the electricians here. Kind of crazy. It was kind of crazy. Okay, here you go. Isn't this cute? All right. So now I'm going to, let's see, what am I putting on my sidebar? Oh, let's do my sidebar real quick. And we can talk about it in a minute, but let's just get it done. So it's really done. And I'm going to do my to-dos, which is easy peasy. That you just pull out one of these. Isn't that cute? They have the cutest stuff. Okay, I'm just gonna pull one of these out. Isn't that adorable? Okay, I don't know if you can see it. Did that even come out? Oops, I'm having trouble getting it into the camera shot. Sorry, guys. It is a little late here. That might be why. Okay, there's the to-do list. And now let's do, and this time I'm gonna do blessings. Because I really do like to think about all the things that I've been blessed with, all my blessings. It just helps. It helps you be contented in what you have. You know, I mean, I think we can spend our lives saying, woe is me, look what I don't have, because I think it's easy these days with all of the internet and things for people to think that way. But it's important that we note and thank God for what we've got. All right, look, isn't this cute? Okay, isn't it adorable? Now let me do a little erasing here. Hold on one second. Let's do a little erasing, and then we'll be finished with the layout. Isn't that cute? This just turned out adorable. I love this layout. It just turned out so cute. So now let's put in the things for the week. Okay, so let's put in our weekly things that happen. Let's do some coffee time. Wait a minute. Let's put some coffee time here. And we're gonna do a little here maybe. And then we will do these. These are washi flakes that I got from Hubman Chubgirl. They're really cute. They're kind of big though. They're a little big, so but I'm gonna put them in a place where that will work. Ah. So we've had a good week. Last week we had a work retreat, and that was fun. I got to buy the prizes for the games. I tried to get a variety of stuff, but I got to go to Home Goods. What? I know. I was so excited. And I do have to say, while I was there, I did pick up, even though we're savoring the summer, I did pick up a couple of things that I just honestly could not resist. They were a couple of Halloween-y kind of things. So cute. I got a set of 3 ghost pillows. They were such a good price. I couldn't pass that up. And actually, I did not get those on that trip. I got that on another trip. But then they have this beautiful blanket. It's a cream blanket, and then it's the same color cream, but like some of the stuff would be shaved off, and it was in the form of a pumpkin, little jack-o'-lantern. So pretty. It's a pretty blanket, so I got that for me. And then I won the blanket, which I loved. I actually liked all the blankets I picked out. So that worked out well. All right, so this week I worked here. I worked on Wednesday, and I'll tell you why I didn't work on this in just a minute. And then I worked on Thursday instead of Tuesday. Okay, so I'm gonna do that right here. And then let's get down, oh, that was a little loud, wasn't it? Okay, let's get down our trash day, because that's important. That's a Thursday. We don't wanna forget trash, right? And then we've got our dry cleaning. That little guy is so nice. He comes by and picks up the dry cleaning and gives me a call if I don't have that out, and I frequently do. These are Franny Lamb stickers, by the way. They're so cute. And then I've got my Judan, my little churches that came in. I thought those were really sweet looking. So we're gonna do church here. Okay, we did church. Payday was last week, so we don't have payday. All right, now let's go back and let's look at, let's go back and we'll go through. I'm gonna write this stuff. Now, one of the things I've been doing lately is I've been using these Paper Mate pens that are different colors that complement the colors of the layout, and it just really works well. I have had a good time doing it. So this is green. I don't think that will complement it. So let's see if we can't find something else. I think this might. Let's see how that looks. Let's see. Oops. Got the little tops on it. Oh yeah, that is a gold. Oh no, I don't think I want to do that. But here's a brown. Okay, we've got a brown. All right, this will work. We'll do the pink and the brown today, and then the black. And then if I want to do any kind of outlining or anything, let's pull a couple of colors for that. We're going to do the green. Isn't that adorable? And then we'll do a light pink. And then I don't have a light brown. Oh, well, wait a minute. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. I do have a brown. So this is my mild liner for the brown, and then I've got my two Tombos, 761 and 743, sorry. And then I've got the Paper Make, the brown, and then the pinks. That's what we'll use today. All right, and the black. So let's do coffee time. We'll do that in the, well, let's do it in the pink. See how cute that looks? I like these because they are, I love Paper Mate, the way they write. So it's kind of like a ballpoint pen, but it's nice. Not that a ballpoint pens aren't nice. I know that sounds funny, but anyway. All right, I'm gonna do that over here. I love my coffee time. You know, I'm gonna have it every day that I can have it. This is kind of nice. And woe be unto the person who interrupts my coffee time, right? Okay, so this was a fun week. We had a lot of fun stuff going on. All right, so I've got the normal stuff. We've got trash day. Let's put that in there, trash day. That's a little goldy too, isn't it? And then this is dry cleaning. Yeah, we'll do dry cleaning with this dry cleaning. Let's see. It's easier to write when you do it this way. Dry cleaning. There you go. Okay, now we've got our normal stuff in. Oh, we didn't put the weekend, did we? No way. I am not a clever clogs, am I? Let's get the weekend going. Kind of forgot that on here. We're going to put it right there because I already put my church, unless I can move the church. Should we move the church? I don't know if you can do that. Are we allowed to move the church? I'm just kidding. Okay. Let's get this up here. The weekend, that is coming. So I hope you guys had a great week. How was your week? Put down your comments if you had a good week or a hectic one. I'd love to know. I do read every comment and I do reply in some manner. So please make some comments. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, so we have church. Actually, I'm going to move church again. Not really a good idea, but I am going to do it right here. And we went to Sunday school. And that was at church. Our old church. Well, it was our old church. So I'll just put old there. Okay. All right, and then we went out to a Greek restaurant, lunch at the Greek restaurant. Okay, so that was pretty much Sunday, and now I'm filming. All right, there's the summer series final. Okay, now, it's not what I really meant to do, but we'll do it. Okay, so now Monday, I went to work, and I did that from, let's see, I think it was like 10 to like 5 p.m. And I do like to note how long I go to work, because it's just a good idea. It's always good to mark when you've done something like that, because that's important, right? And I am going to use a little bear sticker. So I have these Winston Paper Company stickers, and I am going to use one of those because it does work with the little bears right there. All right, so let's do that. We'll just put a little tic tac in there. Okay, now that's the Nightingale Paper Company, by the way. Isn't that cute that it works well with all this stuff? Okay, so I did my work, and then I did edit my video and get it put up. So let's do that. That's really all I did that day. Sounds like a hectic day, right? It took me a while to get the video edited. I have gotten in the habit of saying all the time. So I took out a lot of the because it was insane, y'all. I just said it 900 times. edit video and add to YouTube. See, I just did it then. That turned out well. That video, I think everybody kind of liked it. It was fun to make. I enjoyed doing the summer market. This is what it looks like. You want to see. Didn't it turn out cute? Adorable. I love how that turned out. But anyway, all right, let's put a little bit of an ice cream cone up here. Isn't that cute? All right, now let's see what we did on Tuesday. So the reason I did not go to work Tuesday is because I went to a friend's house and we did, I don't know if you've ever done this, but it's called cake painting. Have you ever done this? I'll put a picture up because I know I have at least one of mine that I did. Actually, my friend did much better. She's a very talented baker. It was so neat. So you take the frosting, almost like it's acrylic paint, and you use these palettes and you design stuff on the cake. I did a couple of flowers, you know, on one cake. She had mini cakes and I frosted those. You have to put a layer of frosting in between, and then she had two. We had a good time. I was there for a good long bit. I got there at 11 and I left, I believe, at 3. So I'm just gonna put cake painting. That was so fun. My friend, is so sweet. She likes to do this kind of stuff. We're gonna see how the midliner works. Or the mild liner, sorry, I keep calling it midliner. Oh, that'll work. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it that way. Okay, so that is what I did on that day. And then I just came home and it was a quick day because we had the cleaning ladies there. So let's put them in there, and I did a quick pickup. I do like keeping track of when they come because then I know when they're going to be coming back. I use cleaning ladies well, first of all, because it's nice. They come in my house. It's so much better when they leave. Also, though, I use cleaning ladies because it helps me. They come every 2 weeks. It helps me keep my house together. If you have to have it picked up every 2 weeks, I find, at least for me, that I kind of keep up with stuff. If I have no one coming in, then I will just, you know, let things go. So you have to do these little tricks in life that keep you on track. So if you have a nemesis, my nemesis, I've said before, is laundry, and it is back. I will tell you, folks, it's backed up again. So I'm gonna have to get going this week and get it all picked up and ready to go. So there we go. All right, so Wednesday then I worked again from 11 to 4. 11 a.m. to 4 a.m. Let's do another little one here. This will work perfectly, and then I'll outline that. And let's do that in a green. Since I did that one in pink, we'll do this one in green. I just love how this twirly whirly came out. It looks cute. We could even put something in there if we wanted to. How cute is this? Do you have a creative layout that you've done? I'd love to see what you've done. If you could put a picture up in the comments, that would be great. It always helps when you get ideas from others, you know, because you have things that you do that I don't do. All right, for the quick pickup, we're going to use this. Let's use it in a color that's complementary. That's why I love these Nightingales. You can get them in all kinds of colors. You can do them in pastels. A lot of times they're little designs. Now, I was talking about Wednesday, and Wednesday I did have a bit of a stomach ache, so I'm gonna just put stomach ache. Put my sticker on there. I like to make sure I can get everything in before I do that. Okay, now, I hope that this microphone is working. As I said, I have a new microphone today. I had it and then I lost it. Actually, here's the truth. Matt had it and he lost it. And then he found it and I put it on my desk. And then I thought, I'm gonna go film. And I did that on Friday. I'm gonna film. And I was running around because the electricians were here. and I, you know, got crazy. And so I put the microphones down. So Matt needed to use it on Saturday because he has a radio show and he's going to use it to film his radio show. Oh, and I lost it. I could not find it for the life of me. So I went to bed. It was like 4:30 in the morning. I went to bed. I woke up, and by golly, do you know where it was? Of course, it was right on the edge of my bed, of my dresser. I had put it down there, you know, while the electricians were here, and I was all chaotic. And I'll talk about Thursday in a minute. No, that was Friday. I'll talk about Friday in a minute. There was a lot going on Friday. Now, Thursday, we have trash, which we did. I did work because I didn't work on Tuesday because I was with my friend, right? So that was so fun. I just love that friend. It's so, so nice. Okay, and then, of course, we have a lot in common because she has her own little business, too. So that works. All right, let's do a little work one. We'll do this one. Sorry. I'm all over the map today. I get it. Oh, no, I lost it. What happened to the sticker? Crazy things happen here on Planning with Berg. All right, there we go. I got it. Let's put this little thing because I enjoyed the cake thing here. And that would be cute. That's fun. That makes it kind of fun. Okay, now let's do a little ice cream here because I posted. There we go. Okay, cute. This is turning out really cute, y'all. Let me tell you about Friday. Friday was great. We had the electricians here, so let's put them in. But I'm going to do them in brown. Electricians. And they finished up their work. I don't know if you saw the last one, but they finished up all their work. They've got we got new outlets in the kitchen now and the butler's pantry. Then there were a couple of other little things that went wrong that Matt had them look at as well. Now somehow, I don't know if it was this or the cleaning ladies, I haven't noticed it, but now my oven does not make any sound. So when you press the buttons or when the timer goes off, it's very low. So I've got to figure out somehow to change that. I don't know what happened. I just don't know what happened. I tend to think it was the electricians, not the cleaning ladies, because they come every 2 weeks and I've never had this problem before, right? Okay, so they were here until noon, which was fun. But then we had I had a lunch with a friend, and I had a lunch with her at the club. And then we came back here, and guess what we did? We did crafting. I used my Cricut, and we did monograms for some of her. She has some little Kleenex boxes. So she had her monogram on one and she wanted them on the other. So we did that. And next time, hopefully she'll come back and we will do some tea towels. She has her own embroidery though, so she doesn't really need me. But that's okay. We're all right with that. Then I filmed and edited my sticker haul. I'm gonna put that right here. Filmed, edited, and I uploaded. I'm getting in the groove of things, guys. Okay, that fit right in there. Isn't that cute? This was really fun. So we had lunch, like I said. We've used the appointment boxes for that. I could have used that over here, you know, with the post on Pinterest or the quick pickup and the cleaning ladies. That would have worked too. But I like it the way it is. I think it's turning out great. Now, Saturday, we had kind of a casual day. We slept in, which I love. That was fun. And then we had lunch together, Matt and I. We had lunch at Mexican. I love Mexican. And on the way back, I have a story to tell because we have a bit of a surprise now at our house. Something that we didn't plan at all. And I will talk about it when I finish this. So hang in there, guys. It's gonna be good. You're gonna love it. So we have a bit of a surprise, very big surprise. And we did let my daughter in on it today, but nobody else knows about it. So I cannot wait to tell you about all this. All right, so let's do Sunday. So Sunday was today. We had church, and then we ate lunch out at a Greek place. We had some good. I had a gyro. I haven't had a gyro in a long time. I usually get the Greek salad, or they have like this platter where you get kebab and rice and a little bit of salad. I just thought, I'm gonna have that. I wasn't that hungry, and this was just a little bit. So it was delicious. We enjoyed that. And then I spent the day, I'm gonna put up here planning, and I did a lot of planning last night. I just got in my planner. I had so much fun. I love it when you have some me time and you get to do the things that you enjoy doing. And this was really fun. I'm also trying to learn how to trace things on Procreate, which is fun. I've just been doing that all afternoon. But here, what did I say I was going to put there? Oh, I had me time. I had planner, and BritBox, which I absolutely love to do. Do you have a channel that you like? If you do, put that in the comments. I love BritBox. I love Acorn TV. I watch a lot of British television, especially the mysteries. That's one of the fun things. Okay, now let's take a peek at our layout. How do you like this? Isn't this beautiful? And let me put one little thing here. I think we need a bit of something here. Why don't we do a little stripe maybe? What do you think, a stripe in there? I think so. Let's do a striping, okay? Isn't this cute? Okay, guys, this turned out adorable. There we go. This turned out really, 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 really cute. Pleased as punch. Okay, my signature plaid. That's feel like right. I know, was that not silly or what? Was that silly or what? Okay, so let's do this. We'll do the thin lines now. Does anybody have any trips planned for the fall? Anybody got some fall trips happening? Love to hear about those. We do not have any planning, although we one year, well, actually when my daughter was younger, when she was young, we used to go and meet my sister and her daughter, who is basically the same age as my daughter. And we would go to apple farms, or we'd take a fall trip. It was so fun. Those days were just absolutely fun. So if you're a mama out there and you're exhausted and you're tired out because your kiddos are running you ragged, just remember, these are the good times and cherish them. Because one day you'll be like me and thinking back like, oh, that was so fun. We had the best time. And you will not remember how tired you were and how exhausting everything was. So just a word of advice. All right, let's do one of these in there. That'll be cute. Oh no, or one of these. I'm gonna put one of these in here. Okay. Then we will be finished. Bonito, bonito. Doesn't this look cute? I think this turned out adorable. I love the spinny wheel thing of the crazy driving and the ice creams being dropped everywhere. I thought that turned out neat. And this is just a cute little layout. So stay tuned, because in the next segment, I'm going to show you how you can use these adorable Hubman and Chubman stickers for something else. See you in a minute. Now that we have finished this layout, we can set this aside for a moment, and I want to tell you a little bit. I don't know if you remember, and I think I talked about it during my market spread. Isn't that cute? During the market spread video. But my daughter got a Creamy Dreamy machine, and that got me thinking, along with these cute, adorable stickers, that this is actually the perfect time to have an ice cream party. So, and the best thing about here, and here's the fun part, that your stickers don't just have to live within your planner. You can use them for the ice cream party. And let me show you how to do it. It's very easy. When I was growing up, my mom used to make all these great invitations and all these decorations for our birthday parties. And this is what she would do. And it's perfect. You don't need to spend a lot of money on decor. And, you know, if you're going to do this, it's a quick thing. You're not overdoing it. We're not trying to have the perfect party. Just getting the friends together, the school friends, getting your neighbors together. Maybe you have a group of friends that you do things with. This is the perfect time and the perfect thing to do this with. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. These are cups. Now, you can use these cups for water cups, and you might have tea and water as a selection. You can use these as Sundae cups. You can use these as your topping cups if you want to. And let me show you how to decorate them. It's very, very simple. So all you do is you just take a sticker and you put on there. Okay? Isn't that cute? Is that not just adorable? And then everybody has a little sticker on their thing. You can use one of these. You can do the bigger ones. And then everybody gets to pick their cup. When they pick up their cup, that's all decorated. Isn't that cute? So here's topping cups, ice cream cups, sundae cups, whatever you want to use them for. You've got that. Now, let's say you might want to do some floats or something like that. So let's just see, you definitely need a spoon, but I found this little straw. Isn't that cute? Those are very easy. These are very inexpensive, but look what you do. You just wrap this up, okay? And you want to close this a little bit. I would fold it, okay? And then, are you ready for this? It's not hard. All you do is you take a sticker and you put on there. Let's do this a little bit smaller. You put a sticker on here, and look at there. Your napkins are ready. You could even put some ribbon around that, and then you can put them in your little holder. Isn't that cute? Now, you can also do solo cups and put these in there. You can do any glass jar. That would look cute on your little, buffet table kind of thing. And then here's another idea. You've got a favor bag. Put a sticker on it. Isn't this cute? Now I'm going to show you in just a second. So you're going to put a sticker on. Now these are treats that I obviously had. I haven't planned on for free. Now you have the favor bag, and we put a little sticker on that. But then you just take some ribbon. If you're going to do little favors, you take a little ribbon and you just tie it around here. And these are great. This does not have to be anything formal and over the top. You don't have to have, diamond rings and things in these. Just a few little pieces of candy or a little trinket that says thank you for coming, and we hope you have a wonderful day. It's nothing big. You're not trying to impress anyone. Just trying to give them a little thank you. Isn't that cute? So that you've got the favor box, you've got your napkins. These can be used on everything. If you have gift bags, you can do that for prizes. You can use these, let's say, if you want to do tent cards for your sprinkles. You can put these on the invitations. This is the way that you can decorate. Now, this is not a colored napkin, but if I got a light pink or a light teal napkin, it would work perfectly. And so, you can use these on cups, like I said, on napkins, on tent cards, on invitations or gift bags for a themed flair. You don't need to hoard these stickers. Let's share them, and they make everyday moments feel special when you do this. This is just have some people over for some ice cream, put out some toppings, and do these cute little things. It's an idea, and you can do it. You can do it with anybody. So if you're an empty nester, don't think, well, I don't have any school age kids. You know what? You've got neighbors and you've got friends, and that will work great. I have made, to help you do this cute, fun, casual little ice cream party, I have made a build your own sundae bar checklist, and it's down below in the description. You can write it down, and this is going to help you. So it gives you flavors of ice creams and topping ideas and some extra kind of things and different types of cones. So have at it and add your own and have fun. So if you do an ice cream party, can you let me know in the comments? I'd love to know, and I'd love to see pictures of how you used your stickers so that we're sharing and not hoarding, which is my tendency too. Let's be honest here. All right, so as I said in my description down below, you're going to see a just a checklist, a build your own Sundae bar checklist with the topping ideas and flavors of ice creams and cones and extra things that you're going to need. So I hope you'll be able to use that. Let's go back to the planner after all this cute. Well, I'm going to put these out so you can still see them. I think they're adorable, and it just adds a little extra special to the party when you do this kind of stuff. And it's also sharing our stickers. Don't forget, let's share our stickers. Now, on this layout, I want to talk just a minute about this sidebar portion over here. And so what I'm doing is I love to add something like to-do list and blessings because it is a balance of productivity and gratitude. And this just helps me keep focus on both what needs to be done and then what I'm thankful for. And so down below, I have created a checklist for you that's going to give you some prompts. So the to-do list, it prompts you to put down things like work tasks, errands, meal prep, family, friend commitments, or planner time. So right in here, don't forget to put those on there so you can get them in your week. And then the blessings gives you a few prompts. One of them is a happy moment from the week. You can put in here. How about one thing you're grateful for today? And then how about a small win worth celebrating and a kindness you either gave or received. So that is again down in the description. And now I'm going to get to the surprise that I alluded to before. And I'm just going to say, I'm putting this up right now. I'm going to put the picture up. And we now have a 3-week-old kitten. Look at it. It's so cute. Okay, so we found this little kitten in the middle of the busy road. It was so terrifying. I was in the car going, get the kitten, get the kitten. We swerved and missed the kitten. At first, we didn't know what it was. It looked like a squirrel. We swerved. Matt, I'm telling you, he dodged the kitten. He pulled the car over. He managed to pull the car over. And then he got out of the car. There was a car behind. He got stopped the traffic. The kitten leaps into the median. He goes over there and it's just buried down the median. He picks it up. It is all claws. He gets back in the car. There is no side in this. It's just a median. We're in the left turn lane of this huge interstate kind of major thoroughfare. Anyway, so I'm in the car holding the kitten. We find a wrap that I can put on it, but it is terribly frightened. And I'm just telling you, Matt was just my total superhero. He just went out there and rescued that kitten. But now we are bottle feeding around the clock because it's only 3 weeks, but that's okay. I'll keep putting pictures up so you can see it. And tomorrow I get to call the vet. That'll be Monday. I get to call the vet and hopefully we'll go get this little thing checked out. Now, we do not have a name for her. So if you have a name, let me know and maybe we'll use it. I don't know. We don't know what to name it yet. We haven't stuck on a name yet. So anyway, I am just over the moon that we have a cat. It's so cute. It just happened. I love when that happens. Okay, so here's my finished ice cream spread again. It's just sweet and it's cozy and it makes this week feel like a treat. And we're trying to savor, remember, the last of the summer, and this is it. So don't forget to check the description for the Sundae bar and the to-dos and blessing checklist. And let me know in the comments what's your favorite ice cream flavor. And please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And I really, really appreciate you spending time with me today. I know I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I know there are lots of other choices out there, and I do appreciate you spending the time with me. So thank you very much and keep on planning. Bye.